Hi, I'm Yvette Ponce from Lakeview High School.
And I'm Connor McLaughlin from Central High School. Welcome to SAISD News.
Valentine's Day was February 14th, and students at Bonham Elementary incorporated the holiday into a fun learning activity.
Students sorted candy Valentine hearts by color and made tallies of each color. Then they used the tallies to create bar graphs and pictographs representing the results. After creating their graphs, students used them to answer questions about their findings. Teacher Leslie Porter explains more.
Well, later on in life, they're going to have to look at charts and graphs all the time, so we need to introduce them to the different types of charts and graphs that are available out there, and so we touch on these too, and they need to learn how to not only collect the data, but they also need to be able to analyze and interpret the data once it's on the graph. We thought we'd do the little candy heart since it's close to Valentine's. We've been known to use, you could use lollipops, you know, as long as they have some kind of manipulative, it's much more fun and they catch on rather than just putting a graph up on paper and teaching them how to read a bar graph and a pictograph. They need to learn how to create their own, and when you bring in manipulatives that they're used to seeing, you know, there's candy hearts everywhere in town right now, then, you know, that's a connection for them. You know, they think they're playing, you know, and they are in a sense, but they're also learning as they're playing, and it's something fun rather than just sitting there doing chart after chart.
Students at Fannin Elementary are becoming better leaders through a program called BOLTS.
BOLTS, which stands for Being Outstanding Leaders for Tomorrow's Success, is a program for 4th and 5th grade boys that promotes leadership and community service. Students in the program become leaders in their school and help out with things such as morning car duties and hall duties. The process of becoming a BOLT is very selective and involves an application and interview. Principal Chrissy Eubank talked about the qualities they look for in potential BOLTS members.
We're looking for boys who stand out as leaders to their peers, and boys who are wanting to make a difference, boys who are willing to take of themselves and give to other people. We're also looking for the conduct to be in a range of satisfactory to exceeding. You know, we want them to be a role model to their peers, and we're looking for boys who maintain their averages of a 70 and above. I honestly believe that once you give a positive direction, a positive spin to any of our students, in this program, I've seen less behavior concerns, less attitude in the classroom, just an all-around positive climate around our school.
Journalism students at Glen Middle School recently completed a lesson about fashion journalism with a fun fashion show.
While studying fashion journalism, students in Miss Green's class were tasked with designing and decorating a paper model, and then writing about the model in the style of fashion journalism. The lesson culminated with a fashion show in which the students read their fashion journalism articles to the class and then walked their models down a makeshift catwalk. Miss Green tells more about the exercise.
The biggest thing that I taught them and I want them to know from fashion journalism is that you use very excited, enthusiastic language, lots of pow, kapow, and then compare the clothing to things the rest of the population would understand. So this purple shirt isn't purple, it's plum colored. That way they understand that fashion is high level, highbrow, something that most people don't really pay much attention to unless they're fashion icons, and then it makes it easier for the rest of society to understand fashion. One of the greatest things that I hope that they take from this lesson is self-confidence, because it is absolutely terrifying to go up there and not just be yourself and present and speak, but then to also take on a new persona and be wild and crazy and excited, even when you're not and you're absolutely terrified. So I'd hope that they get confidence from it, and then also empathy, so that they recognize, yeah, I was terrified too, so maybe I can be a little bit more empathetic to those who are also up there.
SAISD News recently visited the West Texas Training Center to see students getting hands-on, real-world experience in the automotive technology industry.
Auto Technology is a class which is available to both Central and Lakeview High School students that is designed to provide job-specific training for employment in the automotive repair and service career fields. During our visit, students were learning about compression testing of engines, a method of checking engine cylinder sealing in order to help isolate internal engine problems. Autotech 2 student Ronnie Poulin told us more about the class and what he plans to do after graduation.
Right now I'm working at Ford because of what Mr. Kramer has done for me. He's helped me learn all this stuff, and it's like Most people think that an auto tech class in high school is just, you just go and you learn about cars for fun, but he teaches you like real world skills, like doing brakes and tires and stuff like this, engine performance, and just tons of stuff that we can actually use within a job and actually go out and get a job with it. So the field that I want to go in, I want to go to college and become a mechanical engineer and design these engines behind all these cars. So it's going to prepare me to know more about cars in the future and hopefully help me excel in all my classes whenever I get to college.
And that does it for this episode of SAISD News.
Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.